dashboard. So we'll see if that's true. Refreshing that page. And it looks like we are online. We are live. Hey everyone, I'm Lewis, and welcome to Group Reality /Baraku. Today we are going to continue our build of our SPI/I2C interface with our thermal imager. So that is what we were doing. We had this I2C/SPI interface, which is the Adafruit FT232H. We were getting that to interface with our, it's a knockoff module of the Adafruit thermal module, but this is the AMG8833. This is an 8x8 pixel thermal imaging device. Gives us a resolution of 64 pixels. It's not great, but it also isn't bad. It's better than not having it. So yesterday we left off, we were having some issues with the libraries that we downloaded for Python to run this thing. So today we're going to try it again. So you see back here on this window, I'm actually going to properly invert the colors on this thing. So swapping red and blue. Let's do that. It's gonna freak out for a little bit. Okay, there we go. We are fine. Look at that. So now we are going to, it says we have, the last thing we left off with was we ran this, and it says that error type module object is not callable. It says that in our code here, this doesn't work because something is wrong with with the way this is constructed. So what we're going to do is first I'm going to comment this out, and we're going to just run this. Let's see what happens. It should run without any error. Okay, runs, and I want to see what I2C is doing. So we're going to print I2C and see what we see. And we get an object, which is a bus IO object, which is what we are expecting. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to reconstruct this thing here, AMG equals ADA, and let's see what it asks us for in here. Is there anything in this? It says is not callable. So what happens if we just do this? Let's see. And we have it being imported there. What happens if we just press this? Okay. So now we're going to print AMG and see what's inside of AMG. Okay, so it says module, site package from here. All right, so what we want to do is I want to see what this looks like. So we're going here to the implementation, and it says this library supports the AMG88XX in CircuitPy. And this is the GitHub repo, operation modes, frame rates. Here are some declarations here. Here is our class. So let's I think we might want to do this. Is this callable? That is callable. Look at that. I2C. I think we just solved our problem. Hey ho. I won't go and I will. Okay, so that worked. So let's delete this stuff because it looks like we're starting to work here. And now what we want to do is we're going to go back over here to our sample code, and we had some I2C implementation of this device. I guess it was in here. All right, so yeah, it is. No, that's not it. Here we go. All right, so the next thing that they're doing is they are building a loop in here to, oh, look at that. That's actually what it said. I was just missing some code in my, what I had done. So we're just going to copy this, and we'll read through it. All right, so while this is true, for the rows in whatever the object is that we return here, which would be amg.pixels, we're going to pad to 1 decimal place. So that's what this is doing. This is going in here, so it's giving us the format of whatever the return is, temp in row, okay, and then we are creating a new line and we're sleeping for 1 second. So let's see what happens if we just press play. And look at that, we are getting pixel data from our thermal imager. That is great. Let's see if we can make this thing run a little faster. So I'm going to sleep this for, I believe the maximum frame rate on this is 10 hertz, and 1 is 1 second. So if we do it for 0.1, that should be 1/10 of a second, I think, if my brain is working right. So 0.1. You know, I forget how long sleep runs for. Is sleeping for a second? We're going to look that up. So let's go over here. We're going to Python. Oh, this is still running. So let's stop you. Get you stopped. And we are going to Python time.sleep. Time.sleep runs for number of seconds. Okay, so we want let's see, what am I thinking here? So 1/10, so 10 hertz is 10 over 60. So that's 1 over 6. So 1 over 6 is 0.16. Okay, so that should be 0.16 here. So let's do that. So 0.16 should be 10 hertz. And this is printing out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop this. And it looks like that's working. So, in just for shits and giggles, I'm going to change this. And while true, we are just going to do this. I want to just comment this out. And we are going to do this. We are going to just print AMG pixels. I want to see what this data looks like, and we'll put a time sleep in here. Sleep 0.16. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so we are running that. Oh, look at that. That's data. I wonder how fast we can return that. So let's just get rid of the sleep and see how fast it runs through our data. Oh, so look at that. It's only giving us data as fast as I can give it. Let's see what happens if I put my hand in the way here. Yeah, look at that. We've changed the data output. It looks like this is returning information in Celsius, just fine. But you know, I live in America, and we use the imperial system. So I'm going to want to change this into Fahrenheit. But we'll get there later. So in the meantime, what I really want to do is I want to visualize this data. But I really don't want to, you know, figure out all the code for that. So there's got to be some simple code that we can use using OpenCV to visualize this. So let's just do some quick Google searching. Close these things down. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into Google. We're going to type in OpenCV Python array to image. How to convert a Python NumPy array into an RGB image. Look at that. That's great. Okay. So that's the example. And here we go with someone's answer. Looking for SciPy missed image. Okay, well let's try that. And we're also, that might be one way of doing it. We're gonna see. Might be an interesting way of doing it, but first let's make sure that we actually have NumPy and OpenCV installed. You're not gonna be able to see this, but what I'm doing is I am in PyCharm and I'm going to settings, and I'm opening up the settings window with the project interpreter, and I'm just gonna click here and add. And again, you're not seeing this because I'm not broadcasting my entire screen. I'm just broadcasting the actual IDE. So I'm just gonna type in OpenCV. I'm going to bring in an OpenCV library. We're just going to be taking in OpenCV-contrib Python. That is a wrapper package for OpenCV Python binding. So I'm installing. Do I want? Yeah. So we've got that. I'm also going to install the headless version of that. I'm also going to install OpenCV Python, OpenCV Python headless. Is there anything else we need? Yeah, OpenCV utilities, OpenCV. Do we need mat? We don't need mat. We don't need OpenCV log. We don't need linear algebra. To take a picture or record a video using OpenCV. Maybe we'll support that. So that's OpenCV A-IAV. Let's see, OpenCV. Do we need camera? Yeah, why not open the OpenCV-camera library? What else do we have in here? I think that's probably all that we need. Okay, so those are all. Oh, you know what? We forgot to import NumPy and SciPy. So we are going to add NumPy. I don't know why my broadcast here is freaking out a little bit. If you guys are having a hard time watching it, please let me know and I'll try and figure out what is going on. It says that network connected detected keyframe interval too high. Oh no, my keyframes are too high. I have to figure that out. I'm installing NumPy at the moment, and now I'm going to install SciPy. SciPy. These are all just packages that make things a little bit easier. Okay. I think my downloading was pissing off the upload. Because, yeah, look at that. My upload is freaking out. I don't know why it's freaking out so much. We should be back. I think we're good. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is we are going to import up here. Import SciPy miss. You know, we can actually do this down where we're doing everything in our code. Man, why is my internet connection freaking the fuck out? I have Ethernet. I don't know why it's freaking out. Come on, Ethernet. Are you connected? Ethernet is working. Alright. We're going to see what happens here, because this should be fine. I'm going to check my broadcast settings and see if I can figure out what's going on with this keyframe interval. Streaming, enforce, auto is keyframe. I wonder if there's some special setting I can use here for Twitch. Is there special Twitch restreamer that I need? I don't know. This is being a pain in my butt. Alright, so you know what, guys? I'm going to pause the stream for now. We're going to see what happens. We're going to just let it keep going and hope that this thing still works. Let's see. I'm gonna ask in the chat. I'm asking if you could just answer me. There's two of you. I don't know who you are, but it says, hey, is my broadcast freaking out on y'all? Because over here it's buffering like crazy. And if it's buffering like crazy over here, I feel like it's probably buffering like crazy wherever you are. And I don't want that to happen. So let me know if it's freaking out. If it isn't freaking out, then I'll just ignore it. I'm just gonna pause it so I can't see what's happening on the broadcast. I mean, I have my live preview window here, but I think maybe my download is freaking out at the same time because I'm watching it at the same time. I don't know. So let me know. Somebody out there, the two of you who are watching this, please respond. Let me know what is going on in the chat. Okay, well, if you don't respond, I'm just going to keep broadcasting as if nothing's happening. Anyway, okay, so until you respond, I'm not going to restart my stream. So, where were we? Right, we're here. We have AMG, and we have pixel data. So what we're going to do is we're just going to import it right here. We're going to import scipy.miss, and we're going to do we're going to just try this out. RGB equals scipy.miss.toImage. Pixels. All right, so we're gonna see what that does. In the meantime, I'm gonna comment this out because we're not gonna do this line by line. We'll just keep here for later in case we need it. And let's see what happens if we, let's just see how we print this. Print RGB. And we're gonna run this. Yeah, we broke it. We broke SciPy because there is no toImage. Okay, so it seems to be also SciPy 1.0, but has been depreciated. Instead, you can use Pillow and, oh, well, probably should have read that line. So let's see do I have Pillow installed? I feel like Pillow came with, nope, Pillow didn't come installed with any of the libraries that I installed. So we are going to go to settings and we're going to do the same thing we've been doing with our interpreter, and we're going to install Pillow. Okay, so Pillow, do I have any specific version? Is it Pill or Pillow? It's Pillow. Okay. So Pillow is installing, indexing, okay, so it looks like Pillow is installed now, and it's indexing. Okay. Oh, it looked like Pill was installed. It's just installed as Pill. That's what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so Pill is installed, and we are going to try this, and it's going to be pill.image. Man, why don't you just do the thing that I want you to do? Pill. Unidentified image. Okay, well, so why can't I find what's going on here? Let's see what Pillow has. freaking out. I feel weird saying the word pill these days because of the My Pillow guy. Alright, so let's see what that does. What does this do? It's going to break on me. It's going to freak out and say there is no attribute image. Ah, there is no attribute image! Alright, so this is still doing something. What it's still doing? It's still we're still installing all of our OpenCV stuff, but this should let us do what we're doing even though we don't have that installed. Okay, why am I vibrating? Okay, so that didn't work. Let's take a look deeper into Pillow here. Okay, so what's in Pill? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to explore it. We're going to just do that. We're going to deep dive into Pill. So here we go. Go to Documentations. Okay, so Pill is a fork. What are you importing? Okay, so Pill, get attribute, Pill version, plugins. So this is Pill image open. If image cannot be opened and identified. How about if we dot, okay, so Pill. Yeah, that's not working. Let's see, what are some other alternatives in this thread here? What do we say? Okay, I guess we can import. We're going to do this with OpenCV and NumPy anyway. Okay, so why is CV2 not working? Is it not installing OpenCV? Looks like it's still installing OpenCV. That's fun. Let's see what we have in SciPy. SciPy imports all the functions from NumPy namespace and in addition provides subpackages. So we have clusters, FFT, which is discrete Fourier transforms. We have legacy discrete transforms, integrated routines, MIS, various utilities that don't have other in their home. Okay, so that's what we want. So let's go back and we're going to try that again. So let's import .mis, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to explore implementation of that. So let's look in here for mis. Okay, so here we go. We have various utilities that don't have another home. We have get example image for processing, weights of an endpoint, central MTH derivative, derivatives face, get example image for processing, and electrode diagram, load an image, an example of a 1D signal. So these are generated. So does that mean that we don't have anything in here? So let's see. So what in here was the part where it said SciPy? SciPy to image. Okay, so that officially is gone. Okay, so let's see if Pillow actually imported. I feel like this is gonna freak out on me. Yeah, because Pill has no attribute. Okay, so let's explore this and see what's going on here. Python image library. So why can't I find that? Why isn't that loading? Oh, maybe it's PyPL. Maybe that's why. Let's see how we use PyPL instead. Is that actually, let's see if this is gonna work. It's a nice work. Okay, well that's missing that, so that's fine. So let's comment this out. And we're gonna comment this out and let's explore PyPL. Let's see what's in PyPL. We're gonna go to implementation. PyPL is empty. Great. Okay. Why is that? Because it's still installing it? No. And is Pillow installed? Pillow's freaking out. Why is Pillow freaking out? No module named Pillow. Alright, so let's go back here and let's do PyPL and see what happens. So let's look at PyPL. PyPL loaded up. see if this has the same to image. No, well maybe that. Let's try this. Let's see what happens if we do this. So from pill import image. Oh, look at that. That's doing something. All right. What are you gonna do? You gonna explode? All right. So we have no attribute called toImage. That's fine because we are slowly getting through here. Okay, so we can do this actually from array. So from array. And let's see if you freak out, say he, say she. Okay, so what is this array that we need? If object is not contiguous, then 2bytes method is called and used. So what is the format of this array that we need? Creates an image from an object, exporting the array interface using buffer protocol. If object is not contiguous, then the 2bytes method is called and from buffer is used. If you have an image in NumPy, so let's Google a NumPy image format.